My name is Blue Avellino. I'm 42 years old, married to an amazing wife, and I have 4 wonderful children. I'm the COO of Lsc Health Group, and I work very closely with people in life science. To be able to love your body, you should be able to know your body. So enter life science. I come here and I start to look at different approaches of how to know my body even better. So there are diagnostics, used to me some tests, and even the doctors had a very different approach. I started looking at my history in a very different way, all the way from birth to my eating, to my sleeping, to how I manage stress, to how I manage relationships, my social activities, and my exercise, and what I eat. I learned that there were so many things I was doing wrong. I was introduced to very simple tests, lost weight, 17 pounds in 7 weeks. Wasn't exercising yet because I had to go fix my nutrition first. And the most amazing thing happened to me. Because early in my life, I used to get sick very, very frequently. But I haven't gotten sick in 20 months, just because I fixed my diet. My realization really is that there is a purpose of why we are put here, and the purpose of why we get our own bodies. And knowing your body is the first step to loving your body. And whatever follows after that is just a result of how you value what's been given to you, both in a physical way and a spiritual way. So I think one thing that life science can give everyone is that opportunity to really understand what you're all about. I mean, physically and physiologically. Commitment to love your body and to make your body a healthier one comes really from the heart. Because if you know yourself, you're gonna take care of yourself even more. What I do here in life science is basically trying to help other people understand their roles in helping other people. Yeah, one learning that I've also realized is that when I do my job and whatever tasks I have to do for the day, I also approach it in that way. I have to understand what my strengths are and what my weaknesses are, and even how other people work with me. And that helps me try to assess what I need to do to improve on my job, and just basically like our bodies. When I was sickly before, it was like a monthly thing. I was down 2 to 3 days with high-grade fever or flu, or I was just down, as in like very, very weak. It wasn't consistent and aligned to my lifestyle because I was a pretty much very active athlete before. I used to think I would eat healthily. I would eat lots of carbs, lots of protein, lots of vegetables as well. But generally I would eat healthier than the person beside me. But then I didn't understand why I was very sickly until I realized that my diet before, from birth, consisted of things that I couldn't break down. And these are food that are basically very common to the dietary programs that we have, that we see. And so I also realized that there are dietary fads or nutritional fads that are happening quite recently. And I feel that while it can work with some people, the need to personalize and customize this based on who the person is and what the person is all about, I think that's where we need to improve on, and that's where life science can help people. You will learn that it is so helpful to have a team of people understand who and what you are, and for you to have that freedom to ask help from them and to really just have a healthy life because of what they've or how they've helped you. I think life science has been very conscious about and very deliberate about is the value of being God-centered. And since we are inclusive and very mindful of that, we've learned that in our activities, there are opportunities to insert a certain type of spirituality in our work. And I don't say that as a, religion-centric value. I say that as a spiritually balanced type of value. So what we do is we insert certain characteristics of the Christian life in how we do our work. For example, accountability. For example, transparency. And for example, also speaking the truth in love. And that's what we do. We try as much as possible to make sure that people are safe and that they grow here. We're not about profitability. But what we're all about is about advancing health, especially here in the Philippines. And we'd like the Philippines to be some sort of a best practice or a standard that the world can see that functional medicine actually helps people. One thing that's very interesting is that the body is a perfect machine, and God designed it that way. The problem is we're not managing or maintaining it the way we should be. And again, this is where life science comes in. Because if we believe that God gave us these perfect bodies and these perfect systems, then the desire to take care of it should be there. And we help people do that through diagnostics, through consultations, through follow-throughs and relationships that we have. So the good thing also about working in life science is that it teaches you a value of inclusiveness. When I do this with my family, so when I go home and eat dinner with them, or I go out during weekends with them and we go to places where we eat, people all around see us as a family who really is accountable to each other on what we eat. Probably the biggest fulfillment I've had in working in life science is seeing people with changed lives. And when I say changed lives, I'm not just talking about healthier lifestyles and conditions that are improved. I see people really genuinely happy and at peace, that they know their body and that they know what to do after that. They start sharing with other people. And guess what? For every 10 people that I talk to, there are 40 people coming in because of those 10 people. And it's not because I have a really nice proposition. No, because other people see the change in their lives. And if they see the change in their lives, health-wise, spiritual-wise, and even on the social type, they're just more lively. They're just more, adaptive, and they have more energy. I think people like that, and people like changed lives. So that's been the most fulfilling part so far in my job. Helping people inside the company and helping people outside the company. We're in a very critical period in our company wherein, there's lots of people now starting to realize, wow, this is life science and this is health and this is nutrition, and it's all connected to each other. What do we do with it and about it? So the company is really now looking for partners to just really launch this, not only as a program but as a movement. Especially in this country. We need people who understand the value of health, the value of nutrition, the value of, medicine or functional medicine, to be very specific. We need people who understand that it is through collaborating with everyone who values health. That's the only way we can succeed. Because if the country understands this value and other countries are also looking at us for that, I think it's going to be a big thing. I think life science is going to be at the center of advancing health in the region. The more people this company helps, the more peace I have, the more joy I have, the more fulfillment I have. So, unabashedly, I will say this has been the company that has given me the most passion.